Hi, welcome to Cloud Access Security Broker, CASB Fundamentals. This is Huili Wang. In this video, we're going to continue the discussion on data loss prevention. In this video, you will learn the concepts that connect definition, categorization, policy, and enforcement actions. So by now we have completed the categorization and the definition of the conditions. So with these two pillars, we can go through each piece of the data in the company asset and then apply the classification. So that literally means like tie the label of the corresponding category to that specific piece of data. And once that's completed, we can apply the policy. Policy is a collection of rules that define the actions that should be given to the corresponding types of data. So the list on the left are the static part. That's basically predefined and set up everything up front. And then on the right side is the enforcement actions. The commonly used actions are allowed, that no interruption, just let the transaction continue. Alert, again, don't stop the transaction, but a message is sent to the dashboard or for visibility or for warning. And block is to stop the transaction. Redirect and sending the data to a safer place instead of its destined place. And quarantine, when this suspicion or like receiving a data but you're not sure about the category, then this quarantine to the place instead of sending directly where it's supposed to be, and later letting the data owner to review and maybe manually release the data. And encryption using cryptography to change the plain text into unreadable text, and then later can decrypt that back to the readable plain text. So these are the actions, but how are these actions triggered? It depends on the status of data. Usually a data would exist in the cloud in three forms. Data in use, this data being consumed by an application, or maybe just being created by the application. Data in motion is sometimes also called data in transit. That's the data is moving or maybe traveling in network traffic. And data at rest, just staying at the storage. Data in use might be alerted. For example, if data is generated, then a message will be sent and could also be encrypted once the data is generated. As soon as generated, created, is encrypted. That applies to very critical data. And data in motion might be alerted again and maybe blocked in the traffic network and redirected for sure. And sometimes maybe quarantined if you have something uploaded there. An emotion certainly will be encrypted. For example, if you're sending out some critical document, the email could be automatically encrypted according to your company's policy. And data at rest, though it's not in use, just stored there, it could be encrypted if you send some API to scan the data at rest, then encryption could be automatically applied. Now let's pause a little bit to take a quiz on DLP actions. The question is, which of the following control actions are not intrusive? Not intrusive. The first one, redirect, it certainly is intrusive because it changed the data flow, rerouting the data to a different, another destination. Alert, just popping up a warning message as a result of the monitor, but there is no interaction, no interjection there. So this one is not intrusive. Allow, that's a normal flow, no interruption there, and this one again not intrusive. Encrypt, the flow is there, but the content, the payload is changed from plain text to encrypted text. So this one is intrusive. Quarantine, putting the data in a designated place, waiting for the owner to make the decision whether to release it or block it or delete it. So this one is intrusive. And block certainly is intrusive. Stops the data flow completely. So the correct answer in this question is 2 and 3. Okay, in this video, we discussed the key components in data protection. That is, first you know your data and classify the data. You have a policy that contains a bunch of rules, and apply the policy, apply the control. So that's about the data protection. In the next video, we're going to talk about threat protection in CASB. Thank you very much. Bye.